Hello everyone, it's Buddy Young here, and welcome back to Sound the Drop, Fall into Poison. Where we previously left off, we went up the elevator, I think to the floor where the aquarium is. All I remember is we went up the elevator, so I'm currently at this menu because I didn't want to accidentally skip any text. So I decided to pop open this menu after I loaded up the game so to make sure that I don't accidentally skip text. So here we go. How do you get out of here? Escape? Yeah, there we go. From the elevator landing, we need to head for the top floor of the separate Manhattan East building. The elevator is a type that has a glass window so you can see out. That is the only thing that distract. Oh well, I'm not gonna correct the grammar. Distracting me from my gloom. A crowd of people get on with this, but almost all of them are gone by the time we reach the top floor that contains the aquarium. They probably stopped off at the apparel or sundries shops. It isn't the type we are interested by. Himino recommends it's crowded now, so let's check back when it's less busy. And that keeps us back, deciding to stick with plans we made back at the coffee shop. There's the aquarium. Stepping onto our floor, the atmosphere immediately switches to a lively one. The sound of the chatter are drowned out by the roar of a large fan. The lighting is dim and tinted slightly blue. The windows are also covered, giving the feeling that it has suddenly become night. As this is an aquarium, it makes sense that the concept is based around the ocean. Yes, the pungent smell of salt is a major change. I don't remember the voice line, so sorry. Okay, this is me. Amazing. It's like we've dived into the sea. That's what I thought so too. Instead of being targeted at families, lately seems more like a date spot for adults. Or at least that's what the magazine said, but it's true. Even though this is my second time coming here, it feels like the first time. Next to the entrance is a souvenir shop, though it lacks the usual boisterous voices. It appears to be a place that can be reached both from the inside and outside. But it doesn't seem to get many customers. Just as Himino had said, the aquarium seems to target adults. In an atmosphere like that, Himino looks nervous. Hey, Mayu. What's up? I forgot to tell you one important thing. Himino makes a mysterious face and brings her mouth up to my ear. What? Did you drop your wallet or something? No, that's not it. This is something that I heard that's a bit of an urban legend. But they say the amount of people going missing is on the rise. There's a rumor that this month alone, the number missing is well into the double digits. Huh? We have this conversation in front of the metal rack that holds the map of the aquarium. Aside from the map, there is a guide to the Mountain East building and information about affiliated hotels. I think it says affiliated. During the time, we hear the sound of the elevator opening and closing, but do not see people going into the aquarium. Matsun used to be a shopping district, right? That seems to be why. Even if we're a lot of runaways, they really wouldn't pay much attention. But supposedly many of the missing persons had stopped off at the Mountain Aquarium. That rumor. Who did you hear it from? Who indeed? No one in particular. You know how rumors spread. At Himeno's words, I feel a cold shiver along my spine. Regardless of how credible the rumor is, a sense of dread shoots through me. Considering my past, it's natural that I would feel connected to the missing persons in my age range, especially if they are runaways. Especially if they are runaways. If that is the case, it would send chills along the back of my neck. Why on earth? You could have told me this before. Well, I thought if you heard about it, Mayu, you might not have wanted to come. Oh, so you're forgetting to tell me was a lie then, you little... I intended to protest firmly, but still ended rather anticlimactically. Ghosts may exist, and they still may be unable to come back, but doesn't mean I'm interested in visiting places where they are. This is proof that Himeno has her own strange interests, yet it still makes me feel even more worried. This rumor has a continuation. Specifically, people who saw the deep-sea fish booth never came home. Himeno relays those two pieces of information that frighten me with a smile. The rumor itself aside, she wanted to pass over the question of why people were able to see the closed-off deep-sea fish booth in the first place, not wanting to discuss it at all. Wait a minute. Himeno. Something else is tied in beneath that fear. Something about the aquarium and the missing persons who didn't come home. That was essentially
聞こえていますか私の声が青く透明な水の中嘆きの涙は泡になり
Are you okay, Mayu? Sorry. I guess I scared you a bit too much. I think the story is pretty exaggerated, so don't worry about it. I heard it's a fun aquarium. I think we should take those stories with a grain of salt, right? Though her kindness is misdirected, its kindness just the same. Having involuntarily sat down, I take the hand Himino extends to me. As I slowly rise to my feet, I respond, "Yeah, you're right." To think that I would hear of a connection to my precious memory in a place like this. It's strange. After 5 years, after 5 years, the memory should have faded. I tell myself this, then let out a small sigh. Himeno is actually showing concern, so I sit down on a bench in the rest area next to the souvenir shop. Himeno even brings me a can of cola. As I'm drinking it, she buys our tickets. With her doing all this, I have to go with her. Familiar man. Are you okay, miss? The fact that I'm thinking thoughts like that canned cola is a little weak is proof that I'm cooling down. As I'm starting to feel better, a male voice calls out to me. While holding my half-finished cola, I turn in the direction the voice came from. Rather than the boy's voice, I expect it belongs to an adult, so I respond timidly. I'm okay, so... Oof, no need to be so vigilant. He's wearing a gray knit cap and a brown running shirt. He's tall even for a guy, so I have to look up at him. His build is almost muscle and shoulders, and my shoulders shudder a bit in surprise. He appears well over my age of 20, so I can't think of a reason he would want to talk to us. Whether he realizes I'm looking up at him or not, he plunks down right next to me. Even after he sits down, we aren't sitting at the same height. Pretending to fix my posture, I move away from him a little. Okay, we get a choice. Are you not feeling well? We'll go with I'm fine. No. We'll just go with I'm fine, really. I'm fine. I'm fine, really. And my weariness, I end up speaking unnaturally fast. Moreover, if he really is a kind person, I might end up abusing his good intentions. How cold? It figures. I say, again without thinking, without mind knowing what he's so happy about. The man's mouth loosens into a grin. You're pretty clever. I give up. But you know, I seriously am worried about you. Your face is pale and all. His kind words taking me by surprise. I inadvertently avert my eyes. For some reason, I become strangely embarrassed and I begin tapping my index finger on my can of soda. Cola. Well, that aside, since you came to have fun, let me show you around. We are really just fine. Words come out so naturally they surprise even me. I have now become a complete idiot and turn my eyes meet his. I work part-time in this building, so I'm familiar with it. This area, that is. Okay, welcome to your engine. Thank you for the little post announcement. Hey, what are you doing? Himino. I gasp and look up. Himino is there carrying 2 tickets and some pamphlets. With her hands on her hips and her cheeks puffed out, Himino glares at the man with narrowed eyes. I think the only ones allowed to hit on junior high schoolers would be high schoolers. No, I'm not trying to hit on anyone. This girl just looked unwell, is all. Okay, we got option 1. I got option 1. I think it was what you call hitting on someone. Option 2, it was hitting on someone, or dot. And Himino saying, Mayu, what happened? We didn't know, so we'll just go with option 2. Was it hitting on someone? I turn to the man and tilt my head. Since Himino has come, I relaxed a bit and can look him in the eyes. You're asking me that? So that was what you were doing. Himino says that in an exasperated voice in my place. She says, "You're the worst," and grabs my arm, pulling me to her side. The man rests his elbows on his knees and shrugs. He punctuates the shrug with a sigh. Mayu, let's go. And hey, mister. Himino mutters, facing the man's chest on hearing her say mister, and giving me a puzzled look. The man shows us the plastic name tag hanging from his neck. Ah, I must have forgotten to take this off. Speaking of which, he did say he works part-time in this building. Ah, then is that his entry card or something? He stops his knees and rises to his feet. He probably played some kind of sport or something, because the movement as he stands looks so effortless. I'm We Kenji. I work part-time at the shop downstairs. With this entry card, I can go into the Manhattan Aquarium at a discount. It is a company employee discount? Something like that. I'm not exactly a company employee, but I get in at half off anyway. So I come here often. Really? That's quite unexpected for you, mister. When you become older, you'll crave these soothing experiences as well. And I'm not old enough to be a mister. Now he says it. Compared to us, you definitely old enough to be a mister. Wow, Himeno, in your sass. Hiyoshi-san grimaces angrily, then sniffs in a self-deprecating manner. He appears to be a little old than a college student, so calling him old enough to be a mister... Well, yeah, okay, I said it right. It's probably rude, but Himeno only said the impression he gave was pretty close. With the aquarium as a shared point of interest, Himeno's attitude towards Hiyoshi-san's softens. As proof, Himeno talks with Hiyoshi-san about the shops in the building. I don't really know a lot about brands, so I sip my remaining Coca-Cola and listen from the outside. My ice Coca-Cola had become lukewarm cola. Oh, Coco. Coca-Cola? Where was I saying that? Oh wow. Well, mister, are you also well versed in urban legends? On hearing Himeno's question, my head pops up in surprise. The corners of Hiyoshi-san's mouth lift into a grin. That's rather unexpected for you as well. So you're interested in such things? Of course I am. You're only young once, so you have to satisfy your curiosity. We're looking into the closed-down deep-sea fish booth. There's a rumor that it's open on the day of the full moon. Do you know anything about it? Hiyoshi-san places his hand on his chin and looks down. Grunting loudly, he glances at me, looks over at the entrance, and finally turns to Himeno and opens his mouth. I think you need to give up on that one thing. Naturally, since I'm a regular here, I often hear rumors like there are spirits floating in the tanks, or every time a person dies, the jellyfish tank increases by 1, and so on. Himeno-chan, the story you mentioned shouldn't be more than one of those rumors, but stop dancing around it. Just tell me. Previously, I knew someone who went looking into this just as you girls are doing. Himeno-chan, he went missing soon after. Missing? Without thinking about it, I joined the conversation. If someone had gone missing here at Maten Aquarium, it holds significance for me as well. Is that for real? I glance back in surprise. Himeno is looking at him with doubt in her eyes. Hiyoshi-san listens to what Himeno said and with a playful smile responds, Just kidding. It's a lie. I wonder if it is a lie. Because of the words he muttered, my curiosity has been piqued. I couldn't imagine the tense face he made as he told the story of an acquaintance who went missing being fake. That's right. If that's the case, then this really might interest you, may you? I've thought from the beginning that it would be better just to give up. No way. I already bought the tickets anyway. Even his face shows that she's enjoying herself to the end, and she takes my arm to gently pull me close to her. This was the signal that she was ready to go, and in my mind I prayed that nothing would happen. Well then, wanna walk around with me? If we probably did, Himeno would probably get mad. Oh, let me read this first. Yushin calls out to Himeno, who has said later, but it's me rather than Himeno who hears him and then spins around first. So I make eye contact with Hiyoshi-san and say, yeah, we'll go with this one, and if there's any more further choices with him, we'll allow it, so I'll go with option 2 for now. I think we pass, but you will pass. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I have the day off anyway. Besides, I think you'd better be off having someone as knowledgeable about this place as I am. Mister, that's not a good look. Mayu said she's gotten an interest in you. Himeno's light response seems to pierce right through Hiyoshi-san. Himeno, it's not that I'm interested, but it's not that I am either. Mayu, don't say any more than you already have. This got awkward. A bitter grin spreading across his face. Hiyoshi-san waves to us. Without looking back, we head for the gate to the Mountain Aquarium. The aquarium entrance is so dark that we can't see in front of us until we are inside. I can feel the cold air on my skin. I get a sensation of something heavy, causing me to rub my arm. Naturally, there is no mark indicating something has touched me, and I called back to Himeno's. Hey, let's go. I passed my ticket through the machine. Meh. It figures that if you come the day of a full moon, all the water will change into blood thing is a lie. The water is normal. It's still morning to me over there because when you guys went up the elevator, it's still broad daylight. Of course it is. Jeez. Right away, Himeno says regretfully, even so, she's still unable to hold back her excitement at having to come to the aquarium, and her steps are thinly light. As we come out of the gate, there are several small tanks nearby. Mountain Aquarium's first and most celebrated exhibit is the one displaying fish native to Tokyo Bay. There are 4 tanks in the corner, from left to right, each one showing environments of the river flowing into Tokyo Bay. Brackish waters, shoals, and open water come one right after the other. Himeno giggles as rockfish, porgy, and other fish were recognized from the supermarket are also here. This booth also showcases environmental problems in order to prompt consciousness of this issue, causing a tightening in my chest. Water pollution is a serious problem. Tomorrow I think I'll try asking Mom to use a little less detergent. Suddenly it's gone like this. Yuna's reaction is the polar opposite of mine. Even as I'm reading wow, I messed up my words, holy crap. Even as I'm reading the panels, she's uninterested in the display. Just like that, I read every last panel. Yuna has long since stopped watching me, crossing her arms and puffing out her cheeks. Thanks for waiting, Yuna. Jeez, you're too serious, Mayu. If you act like that the whole time, the day will be over. They'll close. It'll be fine. This area isn't that big, and it's not like I'm going to read everything. As soon as she hears what I said, an expression of dissatisfaction appears on Himena's face. Well, let's head to the next area. Next is the tunnel tank. Oh, whoops, wrong voice. I'll just start from the next line. There might be ghosts. Maybe they'll be like the human-like fish? Jeez, come on already. Even saying something like that, upon entering the aquarium I had begun to enjoy myself. Upon cheerfully calling out to Himeno, "Okay, Snake Pass, thank you for the notification." My previous unease has disappeared, leaving me ready to move forward with a light step. And with that, I'll go ahead and call this episode good. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, feel free to give it a like. Subscribe for more. Subscribe for more further content. It helps quite a bit. And I hope you all have a good day/night. See ya, everyone.